Welcome to another episode of Searching for Mcguffin with your host, George.
Gabe.
And Link.
And it's that time of the month again.
I got my period.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. It seems like it was just not too long ago that we were bringing back the monthly in October. And then we had like the Thanksgiving episode that apparently counted for 2 weeks. So we're back now.
Well, yeah, everyone's on vacation. It was that like in between period of like Christmas and Thanksgiving where it's like you have to go back to school, but like why?
Yeah. That's a good point, man. If we could find
that's how I thought about it.
If there's maybe we could fix the schedule somehow to get like 3 weeks straight. That would be good.
That'd be good.
Yeah. And then at that point, you might as well just get the whole month, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Something to think about.
Yeah, before we get into everything,
Yeah.
how are you guys?
Oh, it's true because it's the holidays, we haven't seen each other as much as we usually do. Mostly just Gabriel.
Pretty much. Well, you guys work together and hang out together.
Yeah, but then there was a whole week where we didn't work together because we had off.
Did you guys see each other?
No.
No, not at all, actually. Yeah, it wasn't until Thanksgiving.
It was a good time away.
When when everyone in the family was there, every single person.
Not even me. I wasn't there.
Oh, that's true. Like, wasn't there either.
Wait, weren't you guys at my house?
Yeah, we were at your house. What? When?
All those were together for lunch.
That was like a month ago.
That was not Thanksgiving
Break
break.
3 weeks ago.
There's not.
Oh, Thanksgiving break, I wasn't here.
It was during the monthly, right? November. It was
in
during
October.
Yeah. So that's what. Oh, that was in October.
Yeah.
Oh,
No shot.
I think it was in October.
No
man.
shot.
Yeah. No, November, like we're just saying about doing a monthly, went like that. So I remember last month. Oh, you said before we get into it. So is there something else you needed to know about?
No.
You want to know? You want to know how your dad's doing, or?
I saw him recently.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I sent him a text message. I heard I'm updated on his life.
Did you wish him a happy Thanksgiving?
No, he doesn't believe in that.
Oh, really? That's not what he said during Thanksgiving.
Yeah. He wasn't grateful for you.
Yeah, he was like, I wonder why my
No,
son
yes,
hasn't-
it was that day. It was the 11th of November
Oh.
because we had just gotten actually segue into you have a PS5 now.
Oh, that's
You
right.
Sony fanboy
I am a
sellout.
Sony fanboy. Not only do I have a PS5, I don't want to brag, but you brought it up. I have a PS4 and I have a PS Portal. I don't really have a PS Portal. I got the Backbone with Black Friday
Which
sales.
is arguably better.
It is. Yeah, it is because, it's not just.
It doesn't cost as money and it's not as useless.
That is correct. So I got a portable PlayStation to stream my PS5. I got the PS4 so that I could put it in school. I got a really good deal on a PS4 Pro.
You bought a PlayStation?
Yeah, I may have.
I felt like this was given to you.
Well, I got like it might as well have been free. Okay, like I threw a couple of shekels. It was nice. Under the table, but it was to put in my classroom so we could use it for esports and stuff. But check this out: you can stream the PS5 to a PS4. So now I have a PS5 in my classroom.
I just want to like pull up all the text messages
Of him hating
just saying
Sony?
Sony
Sony
sucks.
I
Sony's
never
a
said
terrible
that.
company.
Well, they are actually still a terrible company,
That's
and
true.
they still suck. Yeah, actually, they.
Oh, I've never said that. Yeah, but they still suck.
Yeah.
I have never. You're right. I can't even lie.
I can't even commit to the bit. Also, these cameras that are recording this very podcast are by Sony. Just for the record, now that we're staring at them.
They do good cameras.
They do good cameras.
They do good consoles now too. So
yeah. I agree
Anyway,
with you on that.
well, there's no reason why I got a PS5 because I just spent the entire month playing Fortnite. Anyway.
It's true. I think Sony makes good products. They're just terrible. They're like
That's what it is.
they're not consumer friendly.
Yeah, they're not consumer friendly. That's what makes them a company that we don't love, unless of course they want.
We don't love. We just support financially.
Yeah, well, there's lots of things in my life that are like that, but it is what it is. Let's get the first one out of the way because two of us finally saw what we talked about last monthly. None of us had seen Killers of the Flower Moon, and Link still refuses to watch this movie.
Yes.
Why?
I want to watch it at home. It's too long.
Oh, are you just not going to watch 3-hour movies in the theater anymore?
Not by myself.
Well, we went, though.
I can go with you guys, though.
Also, if you missed the opportunity.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
I'm not going to go by myself.
I mean, that's true. I mean, I went by myself, but
Also, didn't have time to go by myself
the
either.
thing about it is too, like, I feel like he has a point. Like I was in that movie and it was eternal. Like it just felt so.
I didn't feel the
Was
same
it as long as
experience.
The Eternals?
I just felt no. It's longer.
Oh.
This movie's like 3 hours and 20 something minutes. It's almost like 3.5.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you talk to somebody during the movie, like your wife or something?
Like during the movie?
Like comments here and there.
Very briefly here and there. Yeah, maybe like 2 or 3. But I was
Like
engaged.
I was just
enthralled.
like the movie was. Don't get me wrong. I thought the movie was great. The movie's probably one of some of his best work. But the 3.5 hour time thing was like weighing on me.
Oh, okay.
Because it was something that happened like with The Irishman that I watched at home.
Wait, I have a question. What was your seat like?
I was in the smaller theaters. I was in the middle.
So
a good
it was
seat.
like a regular movie theater?
Yeah.
See, that's the trick because I went to the luxury recliner seats.
In Miami.
I would have fallen asleep.
That's right. No, it was like the movie was enthralling and I was comfortable. I had a blankie. I had a bucket of popcorn. You know, it was like I made it a home.
Oh, green.
Yeah, we
green
got the Ninja Turtle thing.
green
That
apple
lingua. Yeah,
slushy?
actually, you should have gone, man. You would have enjoyed
Oh,
it.
they
It was
still
like-
have that?
Great.
Yeah, they do still have
I
it.
gotta try it.
I've quit movies when they stop.
That's your.
making that.
I'm here to cancel my A list. Yeah. So I made it a whole. It was a whole. It was like watching it at home. So it was perfect. I was enthralled.
The thing about being, I feel like being at home is like a 4-hour experience.
Yes.
Shoot, because I will pause.
Because you're gonna pause, go to the bathroom.
I'll
Either
be on
if
my
you watch it
phone.
with other people, like
Mhm.
someone's talking or saying something, or something happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just longer, and that's something that like
I'll go out to eat.
I'll never
come
be
back.
able to replace that theater experience
Yeah.
unless like the projector goes down and like there's an error or something in the theater, like where it's their fault.
Right.
But aside from that, it's like that the fact that it keeps playing no matter what I have to do, like what my circumstances. I think for certain experiences or like films, I value that.
Yeah, because it demands attention.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like if I'm watching Wonder Woman at home, then like I don't care. Like
Yeah.
Wonder Woman 2.
Yeah.
Just to be specific.
Then I'm accidentally like it
And
because
then
I
it's
wasn't
like,
really paying
we
attention.
should turn this off actually.
Yeah. So, me and Gabe highly recommend it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It was a great story. I had never heard about that, and it was just. I mean, you should read up on it. Like, if you like, it's a very interesting, like, true
You've
story
never
based
heard
on a
of
true
the white
story.
man just taking advantage of.
Not that specific
That's
story.
just
That
the
was
concept.
that was
This-
wild.
This specific case.
Oh, okay.
I bought the book immediately. It's the next thing I'm reading. I got like 4 hours left in the like 30-hour Oppenheimer book.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah. And then
That
as
thing's
soon
long,
as
dude.
I got one chapter in.
and then that's
Remember we got out of Oppenheimer, and Link's like, "Let's read the
let's
book,
get
bro.
the book.
Let's
He
read
made
the
us
book,
buy
bro."
it. You made us buy it.
Yep.
One chapter, and he's like, "They say the word communist too much."
I was like, I got all I needed.
The movie?
No, I got all the backstory I needed about Oppenheimer and his
That's
childhood.
that's not what you were saying. What? There's no childhood and
Yeah, they talk about his childhood in the
In-
first chapter. They talk about his
Oh,
family.
I thought you meant in the movie.
There's no childhood
They
in
don't
that.
talk about his childhood, but I got that in the
Oh,
book.
so
I'm
you were like, oh,
The
I got,
part that
I
you
got
were
what was
missing-
missing.
the part that you were
I got
missing
the
in the movie, you got it.
context.
That
Now I
makes
know why
sense.
he's this way.
Okay.
And then that's all you didn't need to read the book.
I
You
didn't
got
read
all
the
of
book,
it.
exactly.
Okay.
I will say, reading the book, or at least where I've gotten to the book, added a lot of context to the film.
No, it will continue to do that because now every character in the movie it comes to life. Like I know who this person is and who this person like.
Yeah.
So much more. They just kind of come and go across the screen,
Yeah.
and I have like an identity attached to all of them. So I
Mm.
highly recommend it
Yeah.
when you get a chance.
All right, bam. Next.
Gaming. There was 3 major games.
Ooh, 3.
You want to talk about the first one you were playing primarily this month?
Yeah, Call of Duty.
The OG.
Heard it sucks.
That's what everyone says, but I'm pretty sure they're talking about the
Single player.
campaign, which I haven't played yet.
Okay, but you will though.
Maybe.
No, you said you would because it's short and you would report if
All right,
it does
fine.
indeed suck.
Fine, I will. I mean, all the time, I guess, over the break. But
yeah,
no, because Call of Duty is a lot. I feel like the multiplayer is a lot better than Modern Warfare 2.
right.
Even though I think one of the main complaints is that Modern Warfare 3, the one that's out now,
Is this the one that came out?
yeah, is cut. They basically were just gonna do like it was basically an expansion to Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah,
So it wasn't a
because
full-fledged game.
I didn't buy Call of Duty 3, and yet my consoles all downloaded Call of Duty 3.
Yeah, it was
in
weird
Call of
trying to
Duty
figure out like where, like which one do I purchase to get the right one, because it's all just one thing.
Also, the deluxe edition is like $110.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But anyways,
That's the one you got?
No, I don't even think I paid for it.
I don't think you did either, but
Who knows?
Oh, because I game share. That's true.
yeah, game share, not stealing, just for the record.
Yeah.
Who bought
Somebody
it?
paid
Who
for
bought
it.
it?
My good friend Rel.
Mm.
Yeah.
Shout out.
I can say his name.
Okay.
Um.
So I can't say his name.
No, yeah, you're not black.
And that has been Searching for Mcguffin. Thank you for all these years.
It's been great. What else we got? Yeah, no, the game's a lot of fun, but mostly because the movement is very good. The gunplay is a lot of fun. They added kind of the best of both worlds because there's a lot of like,
Miley Cyrus is in the game.
yeah, exactly. She's gonna be. They got Nicki
yeah, that's
Minaj.
true.
They're getting Dune characters in
Yeah,
now.
you saw they got the Spawn Battle Pass.
Yep.
What is happening
Yep,
with that
there's
game?
so many.
What?
It's actually kind of fun.
Yeah, there's a fake group.
I have Messi. I play as Messi.
Is that real?
Yeah, I play as Messi.
That's
He's my
crazy.
operator. And like he curses in Spanish, and he's like Granada, and then he's like,
I didn't know Granada was a curse word.
no, like
Oh,
I can't
I'm
say the
just
curse
kidding. Yeah,
word.
I know. I was
Wait, does
kidding.
he
I mean, I could.
Does he
No,
say
no.
the Argentinian ones?
Yeah, like I don't think they got him into the studio, but
Yeah.
maybe they did. I like to imagine that they did.
Yeah. No, I refuse to find
Or
out
maybe
if
it's
it's not
AI
true.
or something. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I like to
Um,
think he's there.
But that's a lot of fun.
No, I actually like to think that he's on call. Whenever you play as him, he has to pick up.
he has to get, and he's like,
yeah. Oh god, and then he has to just call.
I mean, he's in Miami. He's
Yeah.
he's close enough.
It's true.
It's FaceTime.
But yeah, game's a lot of fun because of like I'm playing with friends again. We're
Yeah.
this is the one that's kind of bringing us all back into it.
It
so-
brought back the magic.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Like Black Ops had like a lot of like the good zombie maps, and then
Yeah.
Call of Duty had the Warzone, which actually Warzone is dropping this week. So we'll see how that goes. That's something we've all been waiting for.
Oh, Warzone for this one?
Yeah.
So it's a separate mode in this game, or
Yeah.
okay.
It's just, I mean, it's gonna be free. It's just I don't know if they had finished it or they wanted to drop multiplayer and campaign first, and then a month later they'll drop.
Yeah, I don't know
Warzone.
if you heard. You don't have to finish a game before you release it now. That's like the new rules.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Not if you're Nintendo.
That is true.
Going to the next game actually.
Okay, so should we go into his or should we go into mine? Yeah, so you mentioned not if you're Nintendo. Nintendo came out with an iconic game,
Yes.
remastered, remade, right? And you've been waiting for this for a really long time, years maybe even.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and what's that game, Link?
Mario RPG is a game, and I really wanted to play it,
But
but I'm not sure if I bought it or not.
could you
What does that
explain
even
that
mean?
for our audience? Yeah.
There was this deal on Best Buy, right?
Uh huh.
What was the deal?
Yeah,
You
buy two get one free.
buy two get one free, and I joined it with you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I bought 2 games.
We're not sure.
I'm not
apparently.
sure what I bought. I know I bought Fire Emblem,
Yeah, which is the game you're
which is the
actually
game which
playing
I'm currently playing
in November.
yeah, I know.
Uh-huh.
And I said, I like this Mario RPG. I want to play this, and that's all I remember.
Months passed.
Months pass,
And Mario RPG comes to my house, and Link goes,
man, I want that game.
and I respond, I think it's yours, Link.
And I respond, I didn't pay for that.
And I said, okay, if you didn't pay for it, then I guess it's mine. And that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Has
So-
anyone played it?
Nope,
Nope,
it's just an
it's-
unopened
Okay, cool. So
Mario.
let's talk about something you've actually played.
But then you showed me
the
I
receipt.
did pay for it, right?
No, I was like, I can't figure out
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
we
paid
paid
for
for
I
it.
showed you the receipts, and I was like, I don't know where you paid for it. So maybe you didn't. Maybe you were waiting till it comes
Yeah.
out to pay for it.
I think that's what I did.
I do think that's what, because you usually wait for something to come in
Yeah.
before you pay for it.
So
So either Link will pay me for it, or there will just be an unopened copy of Mario RPG here in my home.
I should take it at some point.
Okay. Yeah, Link.
You won't realize that I took it either.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time you did that to a member of my family. Anyways, so here's
Are we allowed to say that story?
no. I mean, I don't know. You're the one who might
I don't want to get in
suffer
trouble.
the consequences.
Yeah, I don't want to get in
Yeah.
You don't want to get in trouble now?
So I'm sorry. This month's Mario RPG report not brought to you by Link.
But I'm almost done with Fire Emblem.
Okay.
I'm in the last level.
Okay. That game came out like in September. Or
Yeah,
something?
it did. No, it came out in January,
What?
but I got it in the summer. That's why.
Oh, okay. All right. I think you got it. Yeah. Okay.
When that deal came out.
Whenever that was. All right. Okay. So no Mario RPG, but I have been playing, and I think you played this too, Gabe. Fortnite OG.
I played like twice.
Ooh, OG.
I don't like the twice, but at
The
least you played. 'Cause
the
I know you're a
original-
busy man.
The original gangster.
Yeah. So Fortnite OG. If you're into gaming, you've probably heard. It went back to the chapter 1, the original Fortnite that everyone fell in love with.
Not me.
Not me either, because I got into it way later. So it was interesting because everybody was marking out over the nostalgia. And for me, it was just like a cool throwback.
It's a new map.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So it was like all of this. It was not just the map, the characters, the items, all the power, everything. The whole game was so completely new for me. And it was a flashback. And it was a huge success for them. I think they got like 46 million people
Yeah, it was like the most they've ever had.
playing
That's
at
insane.
once. Yeah. So that was like in one day they had 46 million people, which if you think about it, there's only 300 million Americans.
There's 300 million Americans.
Yep. There's North America, South America,
Central.
and like a bunch of other Americas. Also.
Central.
Yeah, there's so that's crazy.
It was like
That was
1/6
fun. It was
of
fun.
America played the game. Well, not even America.
No,
It
because
was
it's
all over the
worldwide.
world.
It's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
worldwide
yeah,
game. But enough to be like this.
A sixth of the America.
Yeah.
Of the Americas.
What was fun about it, Gabe?
It was just
As
very
someone who
reminiscent.
casually plays,
As
right?
someone
It
that
was
played
just
it
very.
twice.
It was just it was just very reminiscent of like when it came out and like when like everyone was into it, like when Fortnite was,
Fashionable.
the big thing, the game that everybody's playing. And then I feel like then it kind of became like either Apex or it became Warzone or whatever it was.
Overwatch.
It's a thing that continues to be popular to a subset, but not this like phenomenal,
Which
like cultural phenomenon.
yeah, which I respect. I respect Epic for what they've done with the game and
Yeah.
how they've like made like how they've attributed to like they've contributed to its longevity and like making things fresh, making things new, bringing things in that people want to play. The people that are like constantly on it, like you, like they've
Yeah.
made a lifelong
a
game
lifestyle.
out of you,
Yeah, it is.
so.
It's definitely a lifestyle game for me, which I was gonna say I don't think I've had before, but I guess I had like WWE. I used to play like year round, but this is different because these like live service games, they demand your attention at specific times because the content changes. So you can't take a break, basically. I mean, you do, but then you'll miss out on something.
You're trapped.
Yeah. So it's interesting because it's also, you're not playing the same game. It's constantly evolving and changing. So the game I played 2 years ago when I got into it versus last year versus this year's is very different. You've escaped this game, Link,
Yeah, I have.
throughout the years. How?
I don't play it.
Yeah, but how have you've seen stuff that has like interested you and
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's cool. You can play as different characters. But other than that, like no, it's never caught my attention. It's like an FPS. I'm not a fan of FPS. That's why.
it's not an FPS.
Oh, it's a person shooter.
It's a third person shooter.
It's a TPS.
Yeah, nobody says TPS, right? Why would you say it's a nobody says TPS, right? But
I had to
yeah, I guess.
lisp that.
Tony Hawk
Fine.
Pro Skater.
Mm.
Oh, that's why. That's
Yeah.
probably why they don't say TPS.
Makes sense.
I said 3PS, didn't I?
But I do understand its importance in what it's doing in the video game industry. For example, Gabriel was talking about having Messi play in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Getting all these people to be characters on your video games. That's something that Fortnite is doing, and it's doing well.
Yeah, when you mentioned it, I failed to, comment on that. It feels like a trend that Fortnite
is-
started
exactly.
No, for sure.
and that now is becoming the norm in not just the genre but in live service games.
Yeah, because you've had games where they brought over a different character. For example, Soul Calibur for the GameCube, including Link, right?
Yeah.
Again, for the GameCube, NBA Street 3, you were able to play with Mario,
Peach and Luigi trio.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a good crossover, man?
Right.
Exactly. But they're revolutionizing the crossover.
Yeah. Crossovers used to be an event and now it is, like you said, a lifestyle.
Yeah. So
Just like on Disney Channel.
One thing I like about Fortnite, is that it's free to play. So it's a money pit. And obviously the main goal is to take all that money out of your wallet and put it
Yeah.
into theirs. But I like that the entry level is so low. Basically, if you buy like one battle pass one time, you can play forever. And if you get a starter, it's even cheaper. So for a few dollars, like $4 to $8, you're able to play the game forever and get a ton of content. My problem with live service is that we've added those kind of money-making strategies to what I just said. Like Call of Duty is a $110 game now at this point. You know, at a minimum, it's $70. And to pay a full priced game and then continue to ask continuous, you know, seasonal increments of fees, subscription services,
It's a lot.
booster packs. Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, EA did this with the Ultimate Teams. I think 2K has their own. I don't know what system it is that they call it, but it's similar to those kind of like Ultimate Team mechanics to just keep monetizing the game.
Oh yeah, the My Player.
Yeah, My Player. There we go. Yeah. So, but it is what it is, and I think it's here to stay. And at least for the month of November, it's gone now. Rest in peace. It was so successful, though. They said they're going to bring it back sometime in 2024.
Oh, maybe around the same time.
Yeah. So
Was there a concert at the end?
There was a concert. There was a big, and not to spend too much time on it, but there was a big event with Eminem.
Oh.
And which also
Not the type of person I think you'd have for
a
Fortnite.
kids game, right?
Yeah.
But it was interesting because I had forgotten just how into Eminem I was when I was in high school. I was like, that's another person, and that I had forgotten. And I got so into it, like they were playing the Eminem music on the radio, like when you get into a vehicle. So, it was cool, and they showcased the 3 new games that are going to exist in Fortnite, which is crazy. It's basically the second coming of Rock Band.
Oh.
Called Fortnite Festival.
Oh.
You're looking at me confused, Gabe.
The hell are you talking about?
You don't know about this?
No.
Oh, you haven't been following?
I think
the
you
chat?
said it, but I.
Okay, so
I didn't
really
get that
quick,
part.
I'll try to spend just 2 minutes on this. So basically, the event ends with you traveling to these different worlds. The first one is Lego Fortnite, a new game mode.
Someone's gonna love that.
Yeah, they take all of the skins that have been in the game, minus the collabs, because licensing and all that, but all of the original Fortnite skins. There's like about 1,200 of them plus, right? And they've been turned into Lego minifigs. So if you have a skin, you now have the minifig for it, and it is basically like an exploration, building, discovery, like a Minecraft-esque game.
Ooh.
Game mode, all in Lego, and it's beautiful. The graphics are amazing. Then the second part of it is called Rocket Racing, and
Is it Rock?
it's Rocket League, but instead of Rocket League is a soccer game, it's a racing game with all the Rocket League cars. And from my understanding, what you unlock in Rocket League gets unlocked in Rocket Racing. So if you got your Epic account linked, you're now owning rewards.
Crossover for real.
And that also goes into Battle Royale, because now you have a vehicle skin. So when you get into a vehicle, it turns into whatever your default. And I got to try that out today. That Chapter 5 launched. You get into a car and it turns into the Rocket League car.
Sick.
And then they'll just have more cars that will unlock over time, etc. And then the final mode is called Fortnite Festival. And it kicks off with The Weeknd. And they did a little sample of it in the event to Lose Yourself. And it's basically a rhythm game developed by Harmonix, the makers of Rock Band. You play it with a controller. I wonder what happens if you connect a
guitar.
Actually, now that I think about it.
That's what they want you to find out.
But it's basically like Frequency and Amplitude, the games that predate Rock Band that Harmonix made, that eventually became Guitar Hero, etc., etc. And basically, there's a famous star this season. It's The Weeknd. They have his music along with other music, and you play along with it just on the track. It looks just like Rock Band. And there'll be seasons for all 4 of those games.
Interesting. I wonder why they wanted to do that.
And that concludes our Fortnite Monthly.
that was actually my pitch for what this episode was be. So I took 10 minutes just to talk about Fortnite. But it is exciting times. That's not even to talk about Chapter 5. That now has Family Guy and Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, why is he written? No.
Does it have Chapter 5 Bankruptcy as one of the characters?
Yeah, no, Chapter 5 Bankruptcy is what I have now that...
No. Okay.
Yeah, now that apparently I have to buy like 3 different seasons.
Oh my goodness, yeah, all those games.
Yeah, I think you can just get one subscription, which is called the Fortnite Crew, that will include all of those, but we don't know yet because some of those game modes are launching later this week.
Ooh.
All right, now moving on into movies.
Yep.
Again.
Back here. All right.
Well, we were covering for October, and now we're in November.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
movies.
last thing that you saw.
So working backwards, I saw Napoleon just last night.
Oh,
Napoleon, how was
Napoleon
that?
Dynamite.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yes.
Finally
Caribbean.
watched it.
Directed by Ridley Scott. I'm the only one who saw it, right?
Yep.
Oh, you're talking
Okay.
about that Napoleon.
Dynamite?
I thought you were talking about Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh. Well, I watch Dynamite on Wednesdays.
No.
But Napoleon, so I won't take too much time since you guys haven't seen it. But the critical reception was, you guys heard about it, right? What did you hear? What have you heard about this?
Heard the
It's not
battles-
accurate.
I heard the.
Well, it isn't. Yeah, that's true.
I heard
I
he's
heard the-
7 feet tall.
That's not true.
I heard the battle sequences are awesome.
That is
much
true.
like Ridley Scott does that
Oh, yeah,
well.
he does well in Glad. He did that
He's
well
a
in
great
Gladiator.
director.
Yeah.
But as far as like story wise, it's just it was kind of all over the place.
This is what I felt. I felt it was like if Ridley Scott read the Wikipedia page for Napoleon, and he was like, "Well, I can make this movie," and then he filmed it.
It's just like Chris Nolan and Oppenheimer.
I don't know a lot about Napoleon. I know about as much as you learn in high school, if you pay attention. And after the film, I felt like I knew exactly the same amount. It was all the bullet points of Napoleon without any of the magnitude. If you read the criticism or heard the criticism, Joaquin Phoenix plays it very... He's a narcissistic, insecure... I was going to say simp, but I don't know if we can say that.
We could say simp. dude.
Okay.
What? Why can't you say Sim?
Because I don't know what some words really mean sometimes.
I'm pretty sure you
in-
just,
in-
I'm
Simp is
pretty sure
short
you
for
just can't.
Simpsons.
I'm pretty sure you just can't use like what
that
the F word.
Oh yeah. But anyways, long story short, it's all
One
the
day I
negative.
will.
It's all the negative aspects of Napoleon without any of the.
The little man syndrome.
Well, yeah, they don't even address the little man syndrome, to be honest with you. But
Oh.
none of the
Oh.
greatness of his conquest in the sense of I don't understand why anyone would listen to this man or
He's just
follow
a
this
baby.
man. Right. He's a man child. And it's weird because obviously he had a lot of influence and power. And I don't understand, based on this film, how or why. So he's not like a great figure of history in this film. He's just basically a loser. So, I mean,
sick.
it's not a waste of time though. I would go out of my way to
I'll
watch it.
I'll watch it when it's at home.
Let me
Yeah.
know. I'll watch
Like,
it
we'll
with
watch
you.
it at home, yeah.
I'll watch it with you. Go to
Yeah, because it is almost 3 hours as well.
You know what's not 3 hours? Trolls band together.
Okay.
Oh, it's an hour and
Actually,
a half.
Is it even an hour and a half?
I think it's like an hour 20.
Okay.
Maybe around there with credits. Maybe.
That's a Venom runtime right there.
Are you the one that watched it?
It's better than Venom. I can say that.
Ooh.
Okay, well, it's not saying much.
Did you watch?
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I liked it. I didn't. Well, that's on me. I didn't watch World Tour.
No, that's not on you. You're lucky you didn't watch World
It's
Tour.
not good. I heard
It
was-
is no.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't like it at all. And
Huh.
I like the original Trolls a lot.
The first Trolls. That's not better than the first Trolls.
No.
But I like this one. I gotta watch World Tour.
Okay,
But-
yeah, I would go out of my way to watch it since you've seen the third one.
Yeah.
So, but World Tour was basically like Trolls on acid. Like it was like
Mm.
Trolls for ADHD.
Like when they like 80s drugs and
yeah. It
drug,
was-
sex, and rock and roll.
So, what's the story with Band Together?
So, oh man, what is his name?
Justin Timberlake?
Yeah, it's his character. Man, I forgot what his character's
It's
name was.
Little Trolley Timberlake.
Yeah, whatever. The
The main
Finn?
troll.
Was it Finn? No, I don't know, whatever.
You think about Hunger Games.
probably. What? Oh,
Finn-
Finnick.
Finnick.
Anyways, the main Justin Timberlake's character in Trolls basically was part of a boy band when he was a kid
Uh-huh.
with his brothers. He had four other brothers.
Which I thought was in sync, but you broke my heart by telling me it was not in sync.
No,
Okay.
and
That'll
so they're no, one of them's like I can't remember names right now, but he's the young one, he's the baby. He's like, it's like basically the Jackson 5
Okay.
kind of.
Got it.
And he's like the baby, but then they end up like kind of doing their own things because like they just have turmoil. So the band like goes and does their own thing. And he missed his family, but he was a little kid when they all left. So he like doesn't like them. He doesn't talk about them. He doesn't mention them at all.
So the untold story of NSYNC, but through the Trolls movie.
Exactly, pretty
Mm.
much. But like the band was popular. Everybody knew them. They just never knew it was him that was in it. And then basically these talentless I guess humanoids, or I don't know what they are. They take one of his brothers, and
Okay.
basically are taking his talent and using, like, they find a machine, they build a machine to take, like, suck the talent out of him and then use it for themselves, even though, like, they suck. They're just like mainstream pop and trash. And so they basically get the band back together to go save him.
Okay.
Why'd you watch this movie?
And then NSYNC, Alec wanted to go watch it.
Oh, okay.
And I like the first Trolls.
We can say his name.
We can only say all of Gabe's friends' names.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised I didn't watch it. Oh, I think it's because my niece went without me to watch it.
What'd she say? Did she like it?
She said she liked it, yeah, but she liked World Tour too.
Mm.
So
Her taste is off.
no, it's not that. It was the pandemic, and World Tour went straight home when when there was no theaters. So she loved, and maybe that's one of the reasons why I hate it, because it was like a $30 renter for 72 hours. So we watched it 3 times.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
I mean, NSYNC is in the movie.
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what I heard. I mean, no spoilers because they marketed it. So
Yeah, I thought it was.
that's why I thought it was going to be a bigger part, but it's a thing at the end, right? Yeah.
All right, moving on next. The
Ballad
Hunger
of
Games
Songbirds
movie.
and Snakes. You saw this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You saw this.
Yes.
I didn't see this.
You didn't see this.
Why do you even pay for A-list? I don't understand what's
What you mean? I watched movies.
Oh.
What was the last thing you saw?
I watched the Taika Waititi movie.
Oh, yeah, we are going to get to that. That's true. Okay. So Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. This is a great movie.
Yes.
Would you tell Link to go out of his way to watch it?
I
This one
wanted
was
to
great.
watch it. I wanted to watch it.
This one was actually really good.
Yeah.
You like the Hunger Games, right?
I do. I did.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
This movie was really good.
I wanted to watch it. I don't want.
Oh, we're going again. We're going to go again. You want to go with us?
When are you going?
Oh, we'll figure it out for this week.
Because
Sometime this week.
I think the strength of it is, like, you see, like, obviously the Hunger Games when they're first starting
down
out, but
to
the Hunger
watch.
Games isn't even like the big thing.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not the
even a
thing.
big
Yeah,
thing.
it's just a good movie overall. And that's what I love the book, because it's the same thing. It's like, yes, it's Hunger Games adjacent, but it's not tied down by having to be this prequel to the Hunger Games.
But the back half was very strong.
Yes.
It was so good.
It has
gotta
its own
watch that,
tone. The music is so good. I'm so glad they retained the music from the novel. It was excellent. Yeah.
What? Retain the music from the novel?
Yeah, so she's a songwriter, and there's
The
whole
author?
No, she's a songwriter. The main character is Lucy Gray. She's the protagonist, and this is a prequel, right?
Yeah, I know it's a prequel.
So it's like young Snow and like the forbidden love that he had,
Ah.
and she drives the narrative. And I mean, he drives the narrative, but he's your anti-hero, right? So it's like this almost dual narrative where she's really like.
I didn't read the book, so I don't know how it is in the book.
Yeah, so you should go out
How
of
do
your
you
way.
get
It's
the
an easy
rights
read.
of songs from a book?
No, because they're original songs.
Is that?
So it's one of those like Lord of the Rings things where you're reading songs for a while.
Which, man, those
Oh.
things were long.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
Yeah. And they would be typically the first thing you cut from a movie because there's a lot of book in there. That's my one criticism, or at least the criticism I keep hearing, is that it moves really quickly, but I'm really impressed how much book they crammed into it, because once the like story is over, there's still like a third of the movie
There's
left.
a whole lot of book in there.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I think they did a great job, and the songs would have been probably the first thing a director usually would cut.
The music was good.
The music
The
was
music
good.
was great.
They really expanded on it. So I highly recommend it, man. I think you're gonna like it. How do you feel about Rachel Zegler? Do you have any?
How do I feel about Rachel
Isn't she
Rachel
canceled?
Zegler?
Or
Yeah,
trying to be
Nah,
canceled.
they're trying to cancel her, but
I think she's cute. Does that count?
that wasn't really what we were going
I
for.
mean-
But have you seen her in anything?
No,
You never seen West Side Story?
no.
Oh, that was
I
so
don't do
good.
musicals.
West Side Story
It
was
was
so good.
amazing. What was it? What was another Rachel?
Rachel Zegler, she's in Shazam.
She is in Shazam. You
I didn't see
that
what. I didn't see
Oh,
that one.
That was
She's
okay.
in.
She was good.
I haven't
I
watched.
think that's it.
She's in Songbirds and Snakes.
And now.
And let me tell you, anyone who's trying to cancel her, it ain't gonna work now, because she was excellent. She was wow, and he was good too. I don't know who he is, but he was good.
He
Donald
was really good.
Sutherland.
I thought they were gonna get Kiefer Sutherland's son, but I actually don't know how old he is or
Kiefer.
what he looks like. So, yeah, man, go out of your way. We're okay. We're gonna talk after this.
Down.
We're gonna make plans.
I'm down to walk.
Now
cheap.
something else that Link says he was gonna watch but didn't end up watching week to week.
Yeah,
Mm.
last month you said you were gonna watch this week to week.
Invincible.
I watched the first episode the first week.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
You said you were on the hook for the rest of the month.
I
and
was, but stuff happened. You get me? Life.
Fire
shit.
Emblem.
Got in the way.
You're stuck in January.
Oh my
Link,
goodness.
this
I
year's
gotta beat
almost
this
over.
game, bro. I gotta freaking beat this game. That's what I'm doing tonight.
Anyways, Invincible, 4 episodes.
Why
They're
so short,
doing
man?
that half season, I think.
Yeah, half season.
What do you think they are,
Um,
an anime?
I guess.
I mean, basically.
The 4 episodes were strong. They were. I
heard
really
they were
enjoyed
really
it.
good, yeah.
I've heard it takes the show in a different direction.
Yeah.
Yes.
I heard it's stronger than
The comics.
the
You heard that
comics.
too?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
It's funny.
Oh,
I
that's
wonder-
what you meant, like by the comics.
Well, no, I mean like a pivot from season 1, for example. Like it feels like
Oh, like tone.
maybe just like elevating the material, or
Okay.
like it's not more of the same. It's the opposite of more of the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you saw the first season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is just dealing with the repercussions of that, and I think they do a very good job of, capturing like, because it's easy to just move on.
Yeah.
And like, oh, what's next for the plot?
Right.
But I think that it does a good job pacing, the different, how what happened with Omni-Man and his. I mean, spoilers if you haven't seen season 1, but
Oh, okay.
like the betrayal that
Yeah.
Omni-Man does to planet Earth, and how Mark has to live with that, how his wife has to live with that.
Right.
I think that it does a very good job of capturing, like, if this ever did happen, like your family member, your father, your husband, someone like that you knew, like a superhero that you looked up to and trusted, just ravaged, like, the planet and just like
Yeah.
committed mass genocide. Like, I think that there is, they do a very good job of like capturing, the emotions of that while also progressing the story into like a moment where, like, by the time that you're at like the last episode, I'm just like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, it's like there's like twists, and I'm like, oh,
They leave you at a cliffhanger, but that it has kind of like mid-season
it's
finality.
it's like a resolution, but
Okay.
at the same time, it's like, oh, this
What's
is
next?
because I mean, with the Viltrumites, like, you're just kind of like, they're OP. Like,
Yeah.
who's gonna
Mhm.
stop them? Like, they have an episode about like, a project that they had to stop them, and that wasn't even gonna be close to touch them. And
Yeah.
then towards the end, it's like there's hope in
Yeah.
a strange way. But
Oh, kryptonite is his weakness, eh?
no,
What did you hear about versus the comics, Link?
No, I just heard that it's different, and it's, I guess people who read the comics like it more.
Yeah. Well, my personal
what I've heard.
experience is that I enjoyed the show better than the comic. I went into the comic thinking it was like a Spider-Man for a new generation, and then guts and intestines were spewing everywhere,
Mm,
and I kind of jumped off the book.
mm.
But for some reason, it hits different in a limited series.
Hmm.
So I like the format. I like that the episodes are short. If you haven't seen this, you can still catch up now.
Yeah.
Because season 1's real short. Then you've got
Good.
the
It's
Adam
like
Eve
8
special.
episodes.
Yeah, it's 8. And then you got the Adam Eve special. You both watch that?
No.
Oh, I've never seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen it either? I
No.
hear it's essential viewing.
Oh, I didn't even
so
know-
maybe
I
that's
didn't even know
something
there
to
was
go back.
with her.
Yeah, they put it in the middle, like, so while we were waiting for season 2.
That
So
took a long time to come back.
yeah, it's been like 3 years. That's why I balked at your spoiler, but I was like, it has been like 3 years or something.
Yeah, exactly. Pandemic. That's when I watched it.
Yeah. So Invincible comes highly recommended. Also, he was in Fortnite, just to
Right.
tie everything back in to the most important thing that's happening in media today.
Think, Mark.
Scott Pilgrim takes off. This is all you, Link.
Yes, you got to watch that. Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. If you're a fan of the graphic novel Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and if you also enjoyed the movie, you will be a fan of this.
What if I'm a fan of the 16-bit video game?
You will also be a fan of this because the music for the show was made by the band Anamaguchi.
Yeah, Anamanaguchi.
Anamanaguchi.
Wait, so what you're saying is that the soundtrack from the game, the cast from the film, and an adaptation of the graphic novel all rolled into
all
one?
rolled into one. Yeah, it's beautiful. It is great. I thought I was gonna be getting the story of Scott Pilgrim, like the whole graphic novel
Again?
I mean, the movie does it like in a bridge version of it,
Right.
right? So I thought I was gonna get it more expanded, right? But no, you actually get a whole different story,
Yeah.
and it is great. I love it. They get they get good guest actors.
We like that movie, right?
Yeah,
of course.
I
What-
love
that's
that
the
movie.
best. That's
Yeah.
the best Edgar Wright movie.
Yeah, it might be one of my favorite, like, top 100 films. Like, it makes it. And I know that sounds like it's not in rare company, but
No,
there's
yeah.
a lot of movies
Oh,
out
yeah.
there.
No, I love that movie. So yeah, if you're a fan of the Scott Pilgrim,
If you're looking at me confused, Gabe, maybe it's time that you rewatch Scott
I
Pilgrim
definitely need
versus
to
the
rewatch
World.
it, but
Yeah.
also like I love Hot Fuzz,
Yeah, I think this is better than Hot
I
Fuzz.
mean, that was that.
and I love Baby Driver.
I don't
Oh,
know,
I think
man.
at
Scott
Baby
Pilgrim's really ambitious, and it's big time, man. I think that movie proves that Edgar Wright can do a huge tempo film.
Yeah, you heard that, Marvel? He can.
Does he want to jump on the Marvel train?
He was gonna do. Oh, he was gonna do Ant-Man. That's why my theory is that when Ant-Man's Mexican friend does that recap, that's all Edgar Wright. That feels like an Edgar Wright move.
Well, somewhere in the multiverse, we have an Edgar Wright directed Ant-Man. Speaking of multiverse, any indication that we're gonna get the movie Scott Pilgrim to team up with this Scott Pilgrim to team up with the 16-bit Scott Pilgrim?
No, we don't get that.
All right, well,
But they do make a.
How many episodes?
It's I believe it's 8 episodes.
yeah,
How long are they?
I'm
think-
gonna say 30 minutes.
yeah. I think it's a half-hour show.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good. I
It's like
recommend.
4 hours. It's like a long movie.
It's so good, man.
It's like
recommend
Napoleon.
It. They have the whole cast. The original cast came back. So
Oh, really?
yeah, they got Chris Evans. They got Brandon Roth.
That's awesome.
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson.
All the Avengers are in it.
All the event. Yeah.
Superman too.
Exactly.
Oh.
And
The Punisher.
and Simon Pegg and Nick Frost make a cameo.
Really?
Yeah.
Like as Simon Pegg and Nick Frost?
No, it's different characters. Weird Al has a cameo.
Nice.
All right, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird Al sold me. Next.
Slow Horses.
Slow Horses, Apple TV, better than Treason on Netflix, 1000%.
Yeah, that was my question. It was like that terrible Charlie Cox film.
There's
show.
Charlie Cox, I Love You as Daredevil, but that show you made on Netflix was a steaming pile of hot garbage. Slow Horses, Gary Oldman, and I can't tell you the rest of the cast. What's her? Olivia Cook's in it
Oh, okay.
for like the first 2 or 3 episodes.
Spoilers, she dies. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I haven't watched it. So
It's
if
a
that's
slow
real,
horse.
that's a
It's a
coincidence.
slow horse.
Anyways, it's like an MI5 drama, but it's basically
Mission Impossible?
Slow House.
It's a prequel to Mission Impossible.
Basically,
that's MI6.
It's about these
Oh.
agents that work at Slaw House. It's basically where the rejects of MI5 go. Like if you messed up really bad on a mission and they want you to quit the service, but they have no basis to fire you, they send you there to do meaningless, mindless tasks so that you quit.
Oh.
And so
That sounds nice. I feel like I progressed in that.
and it's basically like there's 3 seasons. They're currently on the 3rd one right now. I think they're 4 or 5
And this
episodes.
is Apple TV?
Apple TV.
Apple TV.
First time
Which
I hear
I
this.
like Apple TV.
Yeah,
man.
I never hear.
Oh, that was something else I'm watching, which I'll add into the list right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Slow Horses is good, by the way.
Slow horses.
They're long, but Gary Oldman is great. He's like a homeless person.
You got
that-
Prisoner of Azkaban in it.
yeah, Gary Oldman's fantastic. The Godzilla show.
Oh, I heard the
Oh
Godzilla
no,
movie
yes,
is great.
I forgot about that show.
Bro,
I
that
didn't
show's
watch.
actually good, dude.
No, it looks amazing.
Wait, the show or the movie?
both.
Both.
Yeah,
The
but,
movie
but
are-
you gotta watch the show.
I heard the movies. Oh, you have to watch the show in order to watch it.
No,
No, they're separate
Okay.
timelines.
I had tickets today to go watch it, and then I was like, I'm watching.
I heard the
football.
movie's
I'm gonna
really
watch
good.
football. I heard the movie's very.
I
good.
heard the
Very
movie's very
yeah.
good too.
It's-
So we'll watch
I heard
it.
some people even say that it's the best movie of the year.
So should we make plans to watch that then? We
Yeah.
got a lot of big conversation after this. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
down.
So what is it called? Monarch. Legacy?
Monarch. Yeah, Legacy of Monsters.
Legacy of Monsters.
And
Yeah.
that's on Apple TV.
Apple
Yeah.
TV. Kurt Russell, Wyatt Russell play the same character.
Really?
Yeah, it's like they have flashbacks of like Wyatt Russell when he's
What's
young,
with-
and then it goes
What's
into the
with
future.
Wyatt Russell and playing characters of other people.
What does that mean?
Technically, it was Wyatt Russell first.
He was trying to be Captain America.
That he's not, but he's himself. He's not
Trying to be Captain
he's not
America.
trying to
now
be
he's trying to
Steve.
be his dad.
It is very good. It's a tie into Godzilla 2014, right?
Oh, you mean, like going back to Gareth Edwards Godzilla?
Yeah, that's a direct tie into that.
Oh, okay.
They don't talk about
Godzilla versus Kong.
No, because we're back. The story is a year. Like they go back in time to like when Monarch was first open.
Uh-huh.
So like the 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
But they don't move past towards the new Godzilla or Kong and stuff like that. It's
Oh.
just a year after the
Okay.
first Godzilla attack.
Yeah.
So it's 2015.
Oh.
And if you didn't know what we were talking about, the movie Godzilla -1 is getting great reviews. We should watch
You
it
should
too.
watch it. Yes, sir.
But this has
Nothing to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
This
just-
is because Godzilla -1 is a Japanese production.
Okay,
Yeah.
glad
So
you
I think
finished
it's
that.
like a 0 point for the Japanese Godzilla, which is theoretically a completely different character.
Gotta watch that.
Than the Western Godzilla.
But yeah, Monsters, Monarch is very good.
It's a good year for Godzilla, by the way, because I think they just launched the trailer for
Kong.
Godzilla X Kong. They're not
Yeah.
versus now; they're teaming up. Sounds terrible, but whatever.
Is that what the X means?
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
they broke up.
No, I think they get together at the end.
Didn't they
Yeah,
help get together? Huh?
yeah, we're gonna get them monster babies.
All right, Link.
They're
take
gonna
it
make a
away.
legacy of monsters.
Yeah.
Next goal wins.
All right, Next Go Wins. Taika Waititi's latest movie about the documentary called Next Go Win. It's about a soccer team from
New Zealand.
not New Zealand.
You said it's a movie about a documentary.
yeah.
Oh, it was like an island.
It's it's their version of the documentary about the soccer team of American Samoa.
Samoa.
That's how they say it.
Samoa. I'm trying to respect Tua.
Samwise.
No, that's
I'm trying to respect Tua. You get me?
He's from there.
Yeah.
yeah,
He's American Samoan.
because his last name is.
Tua Tagovailoa.
There you go.
Is that really?
Yeah.
Isn't there like a longer part of his name?
Oh, I can't pronounce that.
like Tua, right? Like
yeah,
Tua.
Tua is short for
Yeah, to us short. for-
Tua is short for like a 40 character name.
Yeah, I tried to write it in Fortnite over my Dolphins player skin, and it didn't fit. I had to just put Tua.
Yeah, it's a Taika Waititi movie. With Michael Fassbender, he's great in it. He's fantastic. I think this might be his Taika Waititi's weakest movie
That's crazy.
now that he's a popular director.
So it's
You
so
read it?
it's-
Did you guys hear about that? That sorry to cut you off, but that Taika like talked about in an interview like
Oh, he did. He did.
he
Thor
did the
for
Marvel
money?
movies because he
He was
just
poor?
he was poor and he needed money.
I mean, makes sense, right?
I don't appreciate that comment.
I mean,
I did not hear that, and I'm upset. Continue.
Ragnarok was great.
Ragnarok was great, so I don't appreciate him saying he just like phoned it in. Whatever. Anyway.
I think he's just pressed about
Yeah,
everyone being mad about his
it's
last
okay.
one.
We understand. They can't all be winners.
But
Yeah, like American Samoa.
but yeah, yeah, they could only win one soccer game.
They won one?
Spoilers.
won.
Oh my gosh. No.
Next Go Wins.
Oh wait. So ultimately, what's your review of Next Go Wins?
You know what? Out of 10, I give it a 6.
Link hates Fassbender. Confirmed.
Well,
Like I said, he was the best part of the movie. The comedy's very Taika Waititi-esque, so you'll get good stuff. It's the pacing of the movie and some of the plot. It's like this is weird. So yeah, now that he's popular,
not what you would expect.
not what you expect. I hold him to a higher standard.
Jojo Rabbit, Hunt for the Wilder People.
Yeah,
They're way better than this movie.
yeah. What We Do in the Shadow.
So wait for At Home.
I would say wait for At Home. Yeah.
On to the next Michael Fassbender movie,
Which you didn't have to wait for At Home.
Which I'm actually like,
Yeah.
I miss Michael Fassbender. I remember when he was like
I'm
taking
glad
over
he's
the world,
back.
man.
Yeah, he's taking over the world of mediocre movies.
I'm sorry.
So as you can tell, Link doesn't like The Killer,
And
or
you?
thought it was mid. I thought it was fine. I think
Isn't Fine mid?
sure.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so.
Like it's not a bad movie until like I find out that it's a Fincher movie.
Yeah,
And
this
then-
is
Yeah.
So I hold it like
Yeah.
it should be up there. It should be an A.
Bro, I was expecting Zodiac levels of like.
I don't know when I'm going to be able to watch this movie because I unfortunately can't afford to have Netflix for myself now that I can't
Can't you
use
put
my
that on the
father's.
Xbox?
What?
It doesn't work on the Xbox?
No,
That
it
counts as a
doesn't. No, it
device?
has to be a handheld device. I'm going to watch
What do
it.
you mean you have handheld devices?
Yeah, but I don't watch
Or a
movies and
computer.
TV
You can
on
use a
handheld.
computer.
You can
You
use
can
a
use
computer.
iPad.
But then I got to plug in an HDMI
You gotta use the
cable.
iPad.
That's so much work. I got my ways. I'm going to watch it. Don't worry. But long story, I just want to complain about Netflix pricing, okay?
F you, Netflix.
All right. So, I haven't seen Mindhunter, which is by Fincher.
I heard that's
So
great.
good.
And you have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Both seasons.
not on that level?
No.
This isn't in the level of any of his movies.
Like you said, Fassbender is the best part of the movie, but that's not like that is saying. Well, I don't want to like demean Fassbender. Fassbender's great. He's a fantastic actor.
Yeah.
But the film is just very straightforward and mundane and not something that I would come to expect from a Fincher movie.
Yeah.
Not cerebral.
Exactly. It's more of like, and maybe that's the point of the film.
It's based off a graphic novel.
Like maybe the point of the film is just to be like straightforward and not like it's literally like the plot of it is like he's basically an assassin and he botches a job and
Watchamania.
like he has to deal with the repercussions of that and then but he has to like save himself and he takes the necessary steps and it's just very all right, next set piece, next set piece,
Yeah.
next set piece. all right, it's over.
It felt like it was his version of John Wick, but it wasn't as good.
Well, because it's not action heavy, right? Or
It's
oriented.
But it's like even if it was
He-
like even if it's like there's not a lot of action, I would. What's the other component that makes
right.
this
What
movie
is-
good?
What's the key to the success of
Yeah.
this film?
Yeah,
Hmm.
really wasn't there,
So
in
you
my
rec-
opinion.
You recently saw Gone Girl, right?
Yeah,
And that doesn't compare.
dude, Gone Girl. Everyone's been talking about it for years. and
I've
I was
never
like,
seen Gone Girl.
Are
You've
you
never
serious?
I has Ben Affleck. Why would I watch it?
No, man, he does great. Actually,
Yeah, he's good,
ironically,
man.
Yeah.
Like I know we grab him Ben Affleck for like the stuff that he does, but
Affleck in
He
the
was
hands
great.
hands of a great director can put
can
a
do really good,
performance,
yeah.
and Fincher is amazing.
And then just that movie was fantastic. If you haven't seen that movie, it's been out for 10 years. Go watch that movie. That movie holds up.
I'm watching it this weekend.
That
now.
sounds good, man. Report back on
Because
that.
it's like I've always heard like, because there's a big twist and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's Fincher. But the twist happens like halfway through.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, what's gonna happen next?
Is he the girl that's gone? Is Ben Affleck the girl that's gone?
Yeah, Ben Affleck's the Gone Girl. Don't spoil it for them.
All right, moving next into
Wait,
the
so
okay.
that's 2 Michael Fassbender films
That were mediocre.
that were mediocre. What's your thought on that, Link?
I think Michael Fassbender did excellent in all those movies.
Well, yeah, he did his job. He did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, he was the best part of those movies. His movies.
But at the same time, it's like you have the opportunity to work with Taika and Fincher.
2 of your favorite
Two of
directors,
my
right?
favorite.
You say yes.
and you're ruining their
But it's-
career.
What?
But it's not his fault that the source material, like the direction, isn't like the strongest.
Wait, you placed the blame on Michael Fassbender?
I
Link?
mean, I'm not gonna place it on Taika or Fincher.
What?
You know,
He's the common denominator.
There's a common denominator.
That's crazy.
His great acting is a common denominator.
That's wild.
The directors are like, this guy's so good.
I don't even try. I don't have to try anything. But I also do feel like those movies that come straight to Netflix, I don't know if they're the same. Like some of them are, some of them hit, but like for the most part, I feel like they're like this is a Netflix movie.
Yeah, can
not
I tell
not a movie that I'm like I'll watch this in theaters.
I feel like all these great directors and writers are coming up with pitches for these great movies, and once Netflix signs the check, they're like, "All right, we're done developing it." They don't go.
Yeah.
That
they
next
don't-
day,
they
like,
don't
we
try.
got the Netflix. We don't have to
We
sell.
got that Netflix money.
Yeah, this movie doesn't have to sell at the box office. So why don't we go focus on the next movie we're writing and directing?
Which is sad, man, because
Hey, Scorsese did it right.
I honestly don't think The Irishman.
The Irishman
is
bro,
as good.
The Irishman's
Yeah, I don't.
buns, bro.
Honestly, it was critically lauded. I don't see it. Me personally,
which is
I love Scorsese, but if the movies before and after are way
that's
better.
crazy. Like The Irishman was it was a 3-hour waste of time.
Yeah, honestly,
bro.
Killers of the Flower Moon is 20 times better.
It
Than
was
fair,
it
for
was an
sure.
homage to The Sopranos.
Okay,
That
well,
was definitely not.
I mean, all of Scorsese's gangster movies of the past are way better than The Irishman, in my humble opinion.
Oh yeah, I'll say that.
Yeah, it pales in comparison.
That was a 3-hour waste of time. I was so I don't even want to talk about it.
All right, really quick before we wrap up, you got an anime, Link. What's on the docket?
Blue Eye Samurai on Netflix.
Thank you, Link.
You're welcome.
I mean, I didn't watch that one.
Oh,
That was
He didn't
Gabriel.
watch it. He just heard about it. That said it was good, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
heard
I
it
did
was
watch
good, and then
it.
Gabriel told me it was
Oh,
good, so now I gotta watch it.
I thought it was great. I binged it as fast as I could.
1 minute premise pitch.
It's Japan in the 1600s. White people are banned from Japan, but there are still
Controversial.
4 men among the Japanese people that are in hiding or get to live there. One of these men end up taking advantage of a Japanese woman who gives birth to a child. The child ends up with blue eyes.
It's the first Asian.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about first, but
At least in this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
The child has blue eyes, so in the eyes of everybody else in Japan, it is a freak. And they bully the child. They're all just terrible to the child. So the child like grows up with a lot of
Japanese.
pain and just hurt, and basically trains in the ways of the samurai and becomes a legendary warrior and just seeks to get revenge on whoever might be their father.
Don't they know that rejection from society is what made the X-Men?
True.
Okay. Michael Fassbender.
It's really good to watch it. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be poised for a season 2.
Ooh, gonna watch it.
And
So thumbs up. Go out of your way to watch it.
oh yeah, just it's not. There's like
It's mature.
It's mature. There's nudity and language.
Which surprised you.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't see the.
It's been a while since
Warner
there's been
thing.
a show as strong like
yeah,
that.
like
Yeah.
and it's just like, oh, there's. Yeah.
What's the 1600s? The rules were different.
Makes sense, yeah.
JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Season 2. I'm hearing great things about it.
Beautiful.
Great
I
things.
should watch the
Beautiful.
show.
It's fantastic.
I heard there's an
Fantastic.
episode that is a work of art.
It's
Apparently.
Link didn't like it, but yeah, it's good. It's great.
Really?
Fantastic.
I told you I don't like destruction. Or fights that deal with destruction. Give me finesse. Give me technical wrestling. Give me Daniel Bryan. Don't give me.
Okay.
Like I understand that. I understand like sometimes the carnage is too much and like you can overdo it.
Okay.
But that episode is a work of art.
All right, I gotta check it out. So,
You know what it was like?
what?
Maybe not like exactly like, but like the style was like that episode of Naruto at OG at the end of OG Naruto.
Okay.
With that fight, that big fight.
Okay, yeah.
It was like that type of.
Was it like Superman and Zod
Exactly.
when they go through
yes.
all the buildings?
Yes, that's what
Yeah,
it felt
pretty
like.
Okay,
That's what it felt like.
Look at how upset he's getting.
That's what it literally felt like. I'm like, all right. I know you're powerful, Sukuna. What else? Give me finesse, my dude.
I don't know why I find it so.
Oh, you'll get finesse.
Okay.
I did. I got finesse the previous episode.
No, you'll get finesse.
So season 2 completely. It's done. Blue Eye
Not
Blue
yet.
Eye Samurai's all
Blue
done.
Eye Samurai's all done.
Yeah, it's not
JJK is not done.
done.
It's like
We don't know if it'll be
it's
done.
like a couple. It's like a couple episodes.
How
left in
long
this
is
season.
Blue Eye Samurai?
8
8
episodes.
episodes.
Okay, so Jujutsu Kaisen's more of a 22 episode.
Yeah.
Ish.
This one's supposed to be 22 episodes,
Yeah.
24 episodes.
I don't even know when. It's
we
gonna
don't know
end, but
what's
it's
going to
great.
happen
Okay.
I don't care.
because
Give
of
him.
the animation
Also, I
strike.
caught up on the manga.
Yeah. Okay.
It's amazing.
All right. So Jujutsu Kaisen, the best show that I'm not watching apparently. Hopefully that changes by next year.
My boy Nanami.
All right, Pluto.
Pluto.
Love you.
That app where you stream like ad supported content.
Exactly.
That's what I was thinking.
So Pluto is an anime made by the creator of Monster. If you've never seen that anime, check it out. Super long.
It's on
super
Netflix
great.
now.
It's it's on Netflix now. Yeah. So it's about this AI that's actually destroying. Just in this world that takes place in the future, there are 7 AIs that are very powerful. They're like no other robots, and there's one AI that's just killing them all. And so they're just trying to figure out who this AI is.
The creator.
That's what I was thinking.
And this is actually a origin story for
Pluto the dog.
no, what's the name of that famous
Pluto Nash, the
It's-
Eddie Murphy movie.
Astro Boy.
Yeah, it's a origin story for Astro Boy.
I was a total
That's
shot
real?
in the dark.
What?
That was a total
Yeah,
shot
yeah.
in the dark.
He was kidding.
No, I'm serious.
It's
yeah.
an Astro Boy prequel.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's cool.
and it's really it's
That
good.
is cool.
Yeah,
You sold me. Like I want to watch it now. Just
it's
That's it.
very dialogue heavy. But that's how the guy from Monster is. So
season 1 is all in the can.
I think there's only season 1. I don't
Yeah.
think there's season.
Oh, so it's like a limited series.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that even more.
So you know what's not a limited series?
What?
Pilgrim is also a limited series. It's done.
Very good.
Wait, how many episodes? Pluto.
8,
Okay.
8, but they're like hour long.
Okay. All right. About 8.
Same with
Blue Eye Samurai. Okay.
Blue Eye Samurai Girl.
What's not a limited
Uh,
series?
Attack on Titan we finally finished.
Oh.
Oh,
None of us have seen it,
It
because I'm just over it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it, but
I'm waiting for my friend who's watching season 4. So I'm being a good friend. That's why I haven't watched it, but I want to watch it.
I'm waiting for my wife, who will only watch the dub, and agreed to not wait and watch the final season. But then when the final season took 3 years, we're back to now. We're just gonna wait for the dub.
I don't know. There was a point where like I didn't watch it, and then like I caught up, and then I was like, man, I just watched the show and I get depressed. It's like always sunset, and it's always moody, and I'm like, oh, please.
This show
It's draining the life out of me.
This show is like Breaking Bad.
And then like
for me, it's like The Walking Dead.
and then it had movies or like
2 movies,
like
yeah.
long episodes. in
long
between to
episodes
finish.
called the final season,
part
part 3,
three,
part
part
1, part 3, part 2, part
Part
3,
3, Part 2,
3.
Part 1A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard it's good. I heard it ended.
And that part was good.
IGN
so.
gave it a 10.
IG. Oh,
We love IGN.
No. When
hit or
IGN
miss,
gives
hit or
a
miss,
10,
hit or miss,
Yeah,
hit or
it's,
miss.
it's a 10.
Well, I think they give G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra a 9.
I said a 10,
There's
not a
no
9.
way.
I said a 10,
There's
okay?
no way. I
Paul
need to
used
Google
to-
this.
My brother
Keep
used to work
talking.
for them, that's why.
So,
work for them?
yeah.
What?
No.
Yeah, it's a long story. Anyways, I don't doubt that it was awesome. It might have been awesome.
I wonder if the reason why it's awesome is because they changed from the manga, because the manga is kind of depressing, the way it ends.
I heard the ending is disappointing.
But let's see. I'm excited. I'm waiting for my friend Jeffrey to watch it.
Let-
The
Hurry up.
second one or Wrath of Khan?
No, I think it's the first one.
I mean Cobra. Sorry.
Rise of
I was
Cobra.
about to
Wrath-
say.
G.I. Joe, The Wrath of
The
Khan.
one with the Rock.
No, the one before that.
The Wrath of Cobra.
Rise of Cobra.
Rise of Cobra, because Wrath of Cobra is the game.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, staying on track. Yeah, if it was awesome, I'm glad for them, but I wonder how many people they lost along the way.
I give it a 5.
Okay, then
No, because that's a game.
Oh.
we're just gonna look up the reviews for Rise of
No, go back.
Cobra.
It's that one.
This
There
one?
you go. I believe so.
So Attack on
Now
Titan.
go all the way down.
We're just gonna watch.
They gave it a 7. They
So-
suck.
Okay, that's almost as bad. So Attack on Titan. If you've made it this far, I guess you should get around to watching it at some point.
There's a lot of crap that happened this month.
I'm excited for it.
The Dolphins,
Yeah, hit it.
the Miami Dolphins, are
Is he gonna sing the song? or-
9-3, baby.
Oh,
9-3.
I thought he was gonna say number one.
And they're on Hard Knocks too, so it's even more. This
I need to
season's
watch
so
that.
enjoyable.
I need to watch that.
Explain what Hard Knocks is for
So
those. then.
Hard Knocks is every year for football. They have training camp. It's the beginning of camp where they train and they go against other teams just to prepare. Right? It's kind of like a preseason type of thing, but it's preseason. And every year they have one team, usually a team with a bad record, and they have them in Hard Knocks. And Hard Knocks is a docu-series just following a team.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's usually a team with a bad record.
It's usually a team with a bad record. However, they have
it's
an
their climb.
in-season team. They have an in-season team. And it's usually... I've actually never seen an in-season one, but it's usually a team that's doing well.
Oh, I thought this was new. So they've had
They've
in
done it-
season.
I know
they've
this for years.
They've done it in the past, yeah. But this is the first time I see it.
Well, because none of the teams actually want to do this.
Yeah, none of the teams want to do this.
Why?
None of the teams want... Because it's
It's
annoying.
a distraction. You have cameras in your locker room.
exactly.
It's just something to focus on to this season.
It's like a punishment. That's what many teams feel like.
so
Especially because it's for a bad team.
and
right?
everyone wants to like pass it off,
Yeah.
but like the NFL makes them do it.
Right, because
Yeah.
the NFL has a contract. Of course,
Exactly.
they need to show.
The NFL.
However, the show's always good. Hard Knocks is always good, and
Yeah.
it's always a great watch. And this year it's with the Dolphins, the in season, and as Dolphins fans, I personally have been enjoying it. It's amazing. It's fantastic. You get to see more of our players. You see more of their personalities outside of just whatever you see in the media and playing in the field. So it's great. I recommend it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but it's also beautiful because it started with the Jets,
Yeah.
and they were supposed to be super good.
But they're garbage.
And I mean, I wish Aaron Gordon, Rodgers, a speedy recovery, which his recovery
Apparently
so
he-
far is ridiculous. He's already like
he's ready to play.
practicing.
He's trying to make it for the Royal Rumble.
But yeah, I mean, it's the Jets.
It's the Jets.
FTJ.
It's the
FTJ.
Jets.
But I recommend it. It's great. It's heartbreaking. The latest episode was a punch in the stomach. Because they were the week before the Jets game, they were highlighting a player, Jalen Phillips, and they were highlighting him the whole week. And then during the Jets game, he tore his Achilles, and it's like wow. And even though we won that game, it kind of felt like a loss.
Yeah, because it's the Jets.
But losing him was big.
You know what else is bad at what you shouldn't lose? Your soul.
Mm-hmm.
Your pride, your
I don't
integrity,
even- I
And
don't-
sometimes
I don't even want to talk about that.
that happens
boom, for money, right?
for money,
Well,
for
money.
whatever
Well,
reason.
we're not here to make friends. We're here to make money.
For,
It's
for pity, because you're pity.
it's a sad fall, but I think it must be addressed. CM Punk.
Best at being a little girl.
I kind of wanted to say it. You think Danny could bleep that
No,
out?
I don't think you should say it. For those of you that don't know who CM Punk is, he's that guy that lost all his UFC fights.
The two of them. The two he had.
That's what he's famous
Yeah,
for.
man. CM Punk was an idol, right? He was an icon, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But like he was an icon for being a certain type of way.
Listen. As a great man once wrote, you either die a hero, which he did 7 years ago, 8 now, 9, or you live long enough
To become the villain.
to see yourself become the villain.
Mm.
And here we are. The Batman of professional wrestling.
Whoa,
Or the Two-Face. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Harvey Dent.
No, the the great hope for Gotham. We thought he was the Batman, but
The
he's
White Knight.
He's
Harvey
our
Dent.
White Knight.
Yeah. Yes.
He returned to WWE. That's what he did. That
in
was
the
so
Survivor
wrong.
Series, right, for Thanksgiving.
After just,
After getting fired from
trashing that
AEW.
company, getting fired from another company twice.
Actually, some interesting information came up. I guess I can share this with you guys now. Turns out the doctor that he sued
works
for almost killing him,
WWE.
no, still works in WWE right
Yeah.
now. So now he works with the guy that sued him for defamation because of what he said in that podcast about him basically being negligent and almost getting him killed during his time in WWE. Additionally, apparently Punk reached out to WWE. It's speculated, rumored, before he signed with AEW. So he was going to try to go back. He was going to try to leverage the
All right,
Tony
I think that's where
offer.
we end this show. Punk's a piece of crap.
Okay. And also last year while he was still under contract, when he went to go backstage, when he was spotted at WWE.
Have a great week, everyone. The Dolphins are 9-3. That's all we need to know. Don't lose your soul. Don't sell out.
Don't sell out.
Have a great week.